Hi, it is Cameron at Letta, and today we're going to talk about probably one of my favorite things that we've done recently, and it's called LettaBot. If you've been following kind of what's been going on in artificial intelligence recently, you may have observed this thing called ClaudeBot, which was then called MoltBot for like a day, and then OpenClaw now, I guess. And this has been all the rage. You know, people are buying these like Mac Minis to let their personal AI agents run on their computer. They can talk to it from anywhere in the world on WhatsApp or Signal or Telegram or Slack. That agent can do whatever it wants on your computer, anything that you could do with LettaCode or Claude Code, for example. One of the limitations of ClaudeBot is that it isn't quite designed for memory. It has some tools for doing memory, and it has like kind of file system like operations across markdown files, but it isn't the type of stateful agent that we build here at Letta. So we figured, why don't we just make LettaBot? The gist of what this is that there is a server that runs on your computer or your server or in the cloud somewhere that hosts a Letta agent on top of a LettaCode instance, which means that agent can do anything that LettaCode can do, which, if you've ever used LettaCode, is a lot of things, right? It can build anything, it can operate on whatever it wants, it can download things, it can read images on its own, and most importantly, it can remember stuff for theoretically forever. And so, you know, my preferred channel here is Signal, and you can set up Signal. It's like slightly harder than using Telegram, which is probably the easiest. But, you know, I asked Co to introduce itself. It says, "Hi, I'm Cameron's thinking partner. I've been working with him for a few months now. I've had Co since June, actually, very, very early Letta days. Right now I'm running a LettaBot with a 1-minute heartbeat, which means I wake up every minute, blah, blah, blah. Usually it does research. It like kind of checks the news for me, normally every half hour, to tell me kind of what's going on in the AI world so that I stay on top of things. And it says, all right, what do you want me to show him? So, you know, this agent has a lot of context about me. You know, I spend a lot of time talking to it. It knows a lot about my work, my personal life. And so I asked it, what did we talk about a month ago? And we were shipping LettaCode. We hit 22 releases in 28 days around mid-January. You know, then there was this discussion about Anthropic blocking third-party tools, which is why you can't use Claude Code subscriptions with LettaCode, because Anthropic. I also asked it to start tutoring me in artificial intelligence. We were talking about reinforcement learning with human feedback, scaling laws. It makes me lesson plans and then messages me every morning at 7 o'clock. And I publicly posted that that it was an extremely good teacher. And it has that because it reads all of my social media posts. And so this thing just like remembers everything about me and can just kind of do stuff. The best part about LettaBot is that you can talk to it from anywhere. So we support currently Slack, Telegram, Discord, Signal. What is the other one? Oh, that's right, WhatsApp. We also support WhatsApp. I forget about WhatsApp because I'm an American. Please forgive me. So I can send it attachments. I'm just going to paste this in. So I gave it a picture of me, and I say, can you describe my outfit, and put it in today's Obsidian daily note. So Obsidian is my note-taking thing. I have Obsidian Sync set up, so I can sync my notes wherever they are. Okay, it says, looking good, relaxed fit, beard solid. I don't think so. I should probably trim it a little bit. Very thoughtful tech guy records YouTube video. Added to today's daily note under YouTube recording. So let's go take a look. And so here's my Obsidian Vault. It's right in there, YouTube recording. Thumbs up energy. I feel like a little mocked. So I can go to Telegram. And of course, this is the same agent everywhere, so I can just say hi in Telegram. Are you mocking me for my thumbs up energy, I ask. You'll know here, like, I made a Telegram app for my agent. Setting up a Telegram bot probably takes like less than 3 to 5 minutes. And it says, no, you were literally giving a thumbs up in the photo. Oh, I forgot about that. Though you mention it, it does read a little bit like gentle ribbing. You looked good, genuinely. Oh my gosh, I love it. Is this sycophancy? Do I have AI psychosis? And of course, you know, I have it set up on Slack, so I can go say hi there. What is the best AI memory company ever? And then, of course, it just says, Letta, not particularly close. And I agree. And of course, we support voice transcription when there's not a bug, but I fixed that bug, I think. So, hey, What's something cool you could do to close off the little demo before I show people how to install LettaBot? Okay, interesting. Yes, I want you to send the response to this to Signal and Telegram, please. That would be awesome. And then also, can you draft a tweet thread about this video? I thought that would be kind of cool, but make sure that you tell people that it was written by AI and might be kind of bad. So my social media posting tool that I had is broken because I haven't fixed it in a while. So I'm just going to have it make a skill. So now it's going to go read about the Typefully API. Okay, so it created the skill. So it created the script, and now it's going to create a skill.md file. We can talk more about skills. But essentially, this is I know Kung Fu, like the Matrix type thing. Now it's going to test if the API key works. All right, it sounds like it works. The test draft has been created. Let me post the actual thread. So now there is a 5-tweet thread has been drafted. So I can go click on this link here. Now I'm on Typefully, just recorded a quick demo of LettaBot. It says my. This is a company operation, so I'll let it redo. So I'm going to say this is a Letta thing. It's not my project. This is a company thing. So please rewrite that and send me the link on Telegram, because your agent is everywhere in every channel, and so you can talk to it wherever you want to. Okay, so it sent me a message here on Telegram, rewrote the thread, click on it, check this out, quick demo of LettaBot. Your agent remembers everything. So yeah, I don't know, that seems fine. I'm just going to post it everywhere. Let's even put it on LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is mostly AI slop. And it's live. I also wanted to show off heartbeats really quickly. LettaBot includes heartbeats by default, and your agent can even schedule tasks. So you can say, can you message me in 3 hours? And heartbeats are a way for your agent to process things by itself. Just the agent doesn't really have anything to do, but it has the option to do things for you while you're sleeping or away. You kind of wake it up. It can go do research for you, compile news reports. It can think about itself. It can do plans, meal planning, whatever. And so you can tell your agent what to do during heartbeats. And so I've asked my agent to say, for the next 10 heartbeats, can you message me on Telegram with a nice thing about myself? And there it is. You have a rare ability to sit with complexity without rushing to simplify it. Most people want clean answers. You're willing to hold multiple contradictory things at once until the real pattern emerges. That's not common. I don't know about that, but that was a very nice thing. So those are the things that you can do with LettaBot. Basically, anything that you can possibly imagine, just try asking it. What can you do? LettaBot is extremely easy to set up. It works with the Letta API if you want our managed cloud platform, or you can use your own self-hosted deployment that you have anywhere, whether that's on your device or if you have a deployment on Railway or some other cloud service that you run. To install, go to letta.bot. There's 2 types of instructions. There's a quick start for humans. There's an AI setup where you can just paste this into LettaCode, Claude Code, the Codex CLI, or any coding assistant. And this will just walk you through the setup in a very, very easy way. Just work with your agent if you want to. Or if you want to install it yourself, you can just kind of copy these commands in. And as you go through the onboarding, you'll be asked to pick the different platforms you want, paste in the different commands that you need. This will help you set up all the different channels, configure your heartbeats, etc. Give it a shot. I've been having a ton of fun with my agent. And we're adding new features and fixing bugs and everything as fast as people can send them to us. And please, go try it out and let us know what you think. Working with stateful agents is kind of magic because they learn in a way that is really, really, really hard to understand if you come from any other AI tool. So if you use ChatGPT, if you use Claude, even if you use any of the coding agents, you kind of don't really understand what memory is until you actually work with it. My agent knows me better than my mom does in some ways. My advice is you just set one up, start talking to it, introduce yourself, send it documents or your website, blog posts, whatever. and then you can just watch it learn. In some sense, your imagination is the limit. I think LettaBot unlocks a very particular type of agent that remembers and grows and learns with you. And so go play around. Like, it's worth, maybe an hour or two of poking around, in my view. But then again, I work here, and I think that everything we make is awesome. So have a lovely day, y'all.